Anytime I felt down or self-doubt about my career and what I'm doing, the way that I got over it was just getting in the studio. Getting in there and creating and expressing myself. You know, when you're creating art, you're in your element, you know? You're releasing pleasure, you're doing what you love, you're doing what you want to do. And so I think when you're in that mind state, I think a lot of things become more clear. You start to make better decisions. You make decisions based off of happiness and love as opposed to anger and hate and frustration. And I think the happiness and love part is a better mind state to be in to move forward and to take you one step closer to success. So being around positive people and being around driven people and like-minded people. You know, if I hang out with losers all day, then eventually I become what they are. But if I'm around other like-minded, aspiring, successful, semi-successful producers, writers, artists, singers, rappers, you know, people in the industry, I start to become that. And that's exactly what's happening now, and that's exactly what happened years ago when I started. So like how I stay positive, you know, is just basically the type of person I am, you know what I mean? Just like understanding that what I do as a music producer and doing this as a career for as long as I have, I've learned that, you know, ultimately the decisions I make are my decisions. You know, what type of music do I make? Who do I collaborate with? How much time I take off? How much time I spend in the studio? All these things are my decisions. I have management, I have an attorney, I have a team, but ultimately my life is based around the music that I'm creating. So I get to make these decisions, and just having that type of freedom, there's really not much to really complain about and be negative about. So I just feel super humbled that I get to do this, you know, for a living. I get to do what I love, and that's make music, and that's what I do. So you don't experience many things that really bring you down. So it's really easy to stay positive, and at least to me. If you feel down about yourself and your art and what you're creating, just keep doing what you're doing. I know that sounds cliche. Keep doing what you're doing and surround yourself with good people.
I called Chuck, and I said, Chuck, did you hear this? And he was like, yo, Hank, I was listening to the same thing.
Next thing you know, the whole studio is just packed. It's a party. There's literally like about 15 blunts.
Run DMC and their whole crew get on the bus. Every one of them just like walks by Del, picks up his head, just walks by.
So he's like, yo, what's all that red about? He's like, what do you mean? My name is Red. What do you mean what that red about? My name is Red.